So do his constant flip-flops qualify him as an enemy to public health? Here now is Stanford University professor of medicine, Dr. J. Bhattacharya. Doctor, so Joe Biden is recommending third booster shots. His own scientists in the CDC and the FDA have said they don't recommend that. So why is Joe Biden making these recommendations without the approval of his scientists?
I mean, I think the FDA is actually still considering whether to recommend them or not. There, as best I can tell, not any publicly released data on whether they're warranted or not. I think what a better approach, rather than scolding the public or sort of having this political control over these sort of medical decisions, is to just tell the public, here's what the data show, here's what we recommend based on the data, and trust the public to do the right thing. I think a lot of the central problem with public health messaging in this epidemic has been a failure to trust the public.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, but there's also been a failure to do studies. I mean, we saw the Wall Street Journal article written by Dr. McCary, and in that he said there weren't even any studies on masking, and yet we're masking, you know, all of our children. In fact, let me ask you about that really quick, because we're here in back to school, and so many states are now masking kids. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think generally there's no randomized evidence whatsoever that shows that masking children slows the disease spread. And there's, I think you can understand some element of harm for some kids from masking. A lot of kids don't like it. I mean, and if there's some evidence that it may harm the emotional development or social development for some kids. So on that, I don't think it's a good idea.
We just talked about 1,000 schools being shut down in 31 states across America because of the Delta variant. Do you think that the Delta variant warrants shutting schools down?
I don't think anything warrants shutting the schools down. We should not have shut the schools down last year. I think that was an enormous mistake that we will regret, that will make our children's lives shorter, poorer, and unhealthier, because even short periods of missed schools have long-term consequences on the lives of children. The Delta variant is not more deadly to children. It's not more deadly at all. It may be more virulent, but we have a vaccinated population. A large fraction of the vulnerable population are vaccinated.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Bhattacharya. Don't go anywhere. My husband